is Jennifer Strom. I'm from West Cooksaki, New York. I am the banquet manager at the Savannah Riverfront Marriott. How I got to the Savannah Riverfront Marriott, I started at the Albany Marriott. When I was 17 years old, I had an internship that fell through. So they asked me if I'd like a job. So of course I said, why not? You know, I'm 17. I had no experience in this industry at all. So I was super eager and super excited to finally have like a grown-up job. So from there I became a part-time server, then a full-time server, and I did that for about 3 years, and then they asked me if I'd like to be a supervisor, which is called a captain in our industry. So of course, being the eager person I am, I took that role on. And from there it just kind of flourished. You know, my banquet manager became really sick, and it was me and another captain, and that was it. It was just the two of us. Day and night, we ran it, and eventually, you know, we did get another leader in, which was my captain I worked with. So not only did I learn from her so much, but we both grew together and we grew as a team. So we were both about on the same level when she took on that role. They asked me if I'd like to go on task force, which is where they move you, you know, from property to property. Not only does it make you grow, but you're also helping out other properties as well. So I went to Farmington, Connecticut, and I was their food and beverage manager for about 6 weeks, which was my first experience in the food and beverage outlet side, which was definitely, you know, a different scene coming from the banquet background. And then they moved me to Boston, and I was a banquet manager for 3 months, where, you know, I helped them out, and, you know, they offered me a job, but if it didn't feel right, I couldn't take it. So I went back to Albany, and because I had turned that job down, they kind of kept me there for a little bit, and eventually the opportunity came up again to travel. So here I go, I'm ready to go, and they asked me to move permanently to Islandia, which is in Long Island, New York, and there I'd be the food and beverage manager. So thankfully that task force in Connecticut helped me out a little bit to get those needs down in my brains. So in Islandia, we took, that property was number 23 out of 24 in our company, and ESS, which is Event Satisfaction Survey. Not only was I the food and beverage manager, but I was the banquet manager too. And we took it from the last place to first place in the company. So at that time, when we became first place and we were holding steady, I asked if I could put in for a transfer, and they asked me why. And I said, I think I have accomplished everything I can accomplish here. So next thing I know, I interviewed for this position in Savannah, and I'm here.
Working with Jen, it's definitely different. I feel like she's more fair than previous bosses. She doesn't show any favoritism, which I felt the previous boss did. The boss had her own picks. Jen does not. I realized that I get more days, more hours on the schedule. Jen's personality does seem a little more light. You'll be having a terrible day, but she'll keep a smile on her face and say something stupid and make you smile.
Okay.
Because they're making $6 an hour scraping gum off tables. You want to scrape gum off tables? I'll let you. And then it adds like a link. You know what a link is, right? Right. So like anytime anybody in the world does hashtag Furman, all the pictures go into like a photo bank. So then the photo bank has all these pictures. It's like an album almost, but it's a live, ongoing album. My current challenges are, obviously, you know, I'm a homebody, so I currently miss my family every day, but thank goodness for FaceTime. Another challenge is, you know, I did come from New York, which is a little bit of a bigger city, and the pace down here is a little bit slower. So getting the staff to kind of work on the same level that I work on is definitely one of my current challenges. I kind of move a little bit faster than what the Savannah pace is. So the reason I love what I do, I don't like my job, I love my job. I went to school to be a history teacher. I know it's completely left field from here, but I love that I do something different every single day. I talk to different people, interact with different people. So what I hope for in the future is to progress my career even more. I've been with this company for 10 years now, and they've been pretty good to me. So I would love to keep moving forward, you know, eventually be a director of catering where I would sell the parties, book the parties, plan the parties, and then give them off to the banquet manager where they would do what I do now, and I feel like that would be like a sense of accomplishment.
Jennifer has been working at the Marriott as our new banquet manager. Things have definitely changed. She's more up to date technology wise, and she really gets the jobs done. She makes sure she keeps a more positive atmosphere, and it helps us ultimately get the work done.
If I had to cut down to my most memorable moments, it'd definitely have to be staff that we've hired and or let go. They definitely keep me feeling a little bit younger, even though I'm pretty young. The sense of humor that comes along with certain people sometimes definitely give you a couple of laughs. You know what, Jerry? I'm sick of your shit too. You're hanging out with him for too long. And then, the staff that you work with, that you grow to learn, love, that bond that you guys have, it's almost family. It's almost blood. So they definitely give you a couple of good laughs and a couple of good chuckles.